Do you consider RTS games to be the most difficult esports type? That's a good question. I mean, I feel like my answer is gonna be biased, right? Okay, one thing that I did learn by playing games for a living and playing games for a very, 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 very long time. And playing a lot of the games at the top level, maybe not competing professional of them, but playing at a pretty high level, is no matter which game you're playing at the absolute tippity top is very difficult, right? Now, obviously, actually, okay, I'm gonna push my glasses. I don't think the hardest games are necessarily RTS. I don't think like RTS equals that's harder, right? I think it's a mix of things. I think it's a mix of how much time are people investing into those games. So like if you take an RTS where people are practicing 10 hours a day and you take a MOBA where people are practicing 10 hours a day, I think RTS is harder. But just because RTS is an RTS doesn't immediately make it harder than a MOBA, right? Also, MOBA games require different skill set, right? It's team play, it's, you know, reaction time, and you know, RTS requires that and like 20 more things, but in RTS there's no team play, right? But like, I'm not gonna say, like, if you want to generalize it, yes, some game genres are easier than others, but that doesn't mean that an RTS pro would go to like a Street Fighter game and be a top player, right? That's not how that works. Like the thing about, for example, MOBAs, I think League of Legends is both easier and harder, and I'll explain why. League of Legends is a lot easier than RTS games because, well, you're playing a hero with 4 buttons, and half the time you're running to lanes, and you're not actively clicking, actively playing. You get a lot less tired playing League of Legends compared to RTS games, right? So for those reasons, League is easier. And a lot of the matchups, like on lane, are more straightforward than matchups in RTS games, for example. But the reason why League is a lot harder than RTS in some other ways is A, there's a lot more players. So if you're trying to become a pro, you're competing against a lot more players. I think having team play, like, you can be extremely skilled, but if your mindset is not for team play, I think you're gonna struggle. So that's why it's like, it's not really a simple answer, but that's kind of my answer. Like, I think the argument that I see a lot, sometimes people use, like, oh, RTS games are easier, League has like 100 million players. Okay, so does that mean Minecraft is harder than League? Because Minecraft has more players than League, probably, right? Like, you know, using the player argument is dumb. Like, what if you made a game that's like 2 buttons, but there's billion players? Does that mean it's the hardest game? No, that's not what that means. You can say it has more competition, right? That doesn't make it just harder because it has that many players. Yeah, like Roblox. Like, Roblox has more players than StarCraft 2. Are you saying that Roblox is harder than StarCraft 2? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a dumb thing that I see people... Not you guys, but I see people repeat, like, oh, League and Dota are harder because they have more players. Okay, so Roblox is harder than those games then, right? Following that logic. And people go, I mean, that's not the same now. And then, you know what I say? I say, shut your mouth! I'll tell you, like, my experience from going to tournaments in StarCraft 2, like, when StarCraft was peak, right, when it was, like, peak popularity, we used to go to tournaments, to, like, DreamHacks and Red Bull tournaments and whatever other tournaments, IEMs, and sometimes we would be in the same transport from the airport to the event, because they would be hosting, like, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Hearthstone tournaments, you know, like, different types of tournaments, and you would have like multiple pro players from different games there. And whenever, I remember so many times, so many examples of whenever we would mention we're pro StarCraft 2 players, they would be like, whoa, you guys are crazy. And other games tended to have like a lot of respect for like StarCraft players. They're like, oh, I tried playing, but that's like it's so difficult, I don't know how you guys do it. You know? So even those, like, pro players from other games, they know that, you know, RTS games are hard. Obviously, you can't just say it's harder overall, because it depends in what aspect, but, yeah. That's my 20-minute answer. Why's my income so shit? I feel like I forgot to e-card or something. Like, I can barely produce out of barracks and 2 archery. Like, what is happening?
همگان جنبید باید جایی روید.
چه باید کنید؟ طبق فرمان راه بگیرم. باشد. چه کار را چه
باید؟ همینطور که بفرمودی هدایت هنگام امرتان انجامید. حاضر امر منزل مراد تن امرتان
هنگام کام. حاضر باشید. رعایا آماده بر مراد شما. بهر فرمان حاضر باشید. رعایا
امر منده آن هدایتمان امر مراد دیگران خواهم کرد. هنگام جمله هدایتمان
فرمان ها همی رسد. جمع
پیوسته فرمان بردارم.
هنگام فرمان
همگان بهر خان هنگام شده همگی
حاضر اطاعت. مرادتان چه بود؟ مرادتان انجامید. نیزه بر حاضر اطراف
آراسته شوید.
مرادتان گاه حاضر اطاعت. نیزم بران
مردم بیدرن که آن اطاعت همی شود.
ولی خواهم کرد. حاضر نیزه بران محکم و حاضر سیران خورید.
ز فرمانتان اطاعت
به سر سامانی نیزه بران حاضر هدایت درآوران صبر
همه توجه فرمایید.
امرتان به سر و سامان ایستید. حاضرم اطاعت.
فرمان درآمد لشکریان آماده.
امرت همینطور که بفرمودی چین کنم.
یالا آیی. فرمان
چه
ها
کار لازم بود؟
مردم
سپاهی راهی باید
هنگام فرمان
دلاوران سمر مقصدمان را جابجا کنید.
فرمان
لشکریان
مراد هنگام جنبش دیگران خواهم کرد. حاضر هدایتمان کنید. دلیری نیزه بر خود را به سپاهی زنید مردان. نیزه بران سر حاضر به امرمان همینطور که
جنبی
هدایتمان کنید. امرتان امرمان
همگی آماده پیش همی روید. اطاعت همی شود. انجامیده همی
هدایت حاضر را امرمان.
مردم بدین گوش دهید.
نیزه بران سر نیزه سوی دشمن. دلیری
همگان گوش دهید.
خاموش بد
همه توجه فرمایید.
جنبی
آن انجامیده
همگان گوش دهید. همه توجه می باید
لشکری
به سر و جنبید. نیزه سنگین نفر همینطور که بفرمودید. امرتان نیزه بران محکم و حاضر.
فرمان در کار.
همینطور که بفرمودید. امر هدایت آبیان هنگام جنبه هدایت هنگام جنبه امرمان هدایت مرادتان انجامیدن. امرمان دهید. قاضیان هنگام جنبه امرمان
هنگام فرمان
هدایتمان کنید. هنگام جنبه حاضر اطاعت. راه بنده آش امرمان. نیزه بران محکم
همه هنگام شده
امرمان هدایتمان
باشد. همه شوید. هنگام همه به فرمانتان اطاعت کنم. هنگام فرمان
فرمان فرمان ها
دلیری
سپاهی فرمانتان را برهمی دارم.
هدایتمان کنید.
هنگام همه توجه شبیه
همگان گوش دهید.
همه جنبی باید هنگام همگان چه باید
مردم بدین گوش دهید فرمان
امرمان بر
همه توجه فرمایید
لشکریان حاضر آسا فرمان شما چه سپاهی حاضر
حاضر اطاعت.
هنگام کار همگی آماده. راهی باید پیمایی جلو برا. حاضر بر فرمان شما پیش همی روم.
لشکریان آماده فرمان ها لشکریان مردم بدین گوش سر پا حرکت کنید جنابی سپاهیان زمان از بین هست فرمان ها سپاهیان
مرما را مقصد
مرادتان امر مستعد.
مرماتان را
غازیان
همه
تمام کشان
مرما را مقصدی بود طبق مامون
مرا مستعد به نام خداوند ما.
لشکریان
مستعد
ما منتظر رایا و حرکت مرد رایا مستعد در جهود
رایا ما منتظر راهنما رعایا مستعدند و بهر کار صبر کنند همه بشنوید
مستعد گرد. غازیان چنین بادا.
منتظر جلو
مرما را توجه همه
غازیان به احکام اطاعت مستعد گردید. امر ده
همه بشن احکام آید
ولی مستعد هدایت
توجه احترم به وقت حرکت
مستعد اطاعت ز فی. بلی
لشکریان
مستعد گردید. برادران مستعد گردید. غازیان
رایا بسیار خوب. همگی حرکت کنید
مستعد گردید.
جهود
بلی به حق برادران اطاعت مستعد گردید. برادران
همه بشنوید
بر احکامتان را عمل خواهد.
امران حامله
غازیان اطاعت خواهند کرد.
رایا وقت انجام کار بود
غازیان مستعد
رایا مستعدند و رای مرما را مقصدی بود حرکت کنید توجه احکام میرسند همه بشنوید
اوامری جدید موجود.
همه
رات انتظار البيت.
مستعد ز احکامتان اطاعت مستعد داخل. غازی اخوان بجل همی باد آن دهید.
توجه احکام میرسد کاری خوب بود
مستعد گردید.
ما
برادران
چه نیازی داریم
احکامتان انجامیدن باشد. غازیانتان مطاعت.
Esas vazife evamiri jidid bir suret şikayet etmeye kadedir. Seyretmeye bakın. Taşçılar!
ما منتظر راهنمایی باشیم رایا
Taşçılar hazır ve eğitim.
مستعد دعایا مستعدند و بهر کار صبر کنند
توجه
Taşçılar hazır ve eğitim.
امر دهید.
Sükunet. Evamiri istimai. Hareket edin. Silahbaz bile sizden hafiftir. Sükunet.
سوی نبردم فرست هر کجا فرمانم ده سوی منتظر فرمان و سرم جلو فرست احکام بپذیرفتم سوی نبردم فرست
نه
مستعد چطور ممکنم گیرند
اینک اطاعت.
ولی رایا خود را همه بشنوید احکام آید توجه احکام میرسند همه بشنوید احکام همه بشنوید جلو فرستیدم توجه حرفی نباشد
مستعد کار سپس ولی مستعد هدایت
همه بشنوید احکام آید
ولی مستعد هدایت
انجاممان این رفتار مقدس همه به افساران راتی به سامان اینک بران را انجامان توجه طبق حکم شما راه روید همه اکنون
Yo, how many of you thought I was cooked there? Be honest, come on. Yeah, what? I wonder how many villagers I killed with the 1 minute arm run by. Oh! Oh my god! This was like the 1 or 2 minute arm run by. This is 1 minute arm, 1 minute arm, 1 minute arm. So I basically equalized the villager count with like 6-7 minute arm, sending them one at a time. So I think he lost a lot when I sent the minute arm here. Why didn't you scout for Dark Age Rush? Because Ottoman's not gonna rush Delhi. You can just take the scholar out of the mosque and heal your villagers, and you can't even push up to gold. Can you explain your thinking for not to have food income for such a long time? Well, I didn't plan to not have food. I just didn't have food. I don't know, man. Delhi is really in a rough form, I think, these days. I think Delhi is actually a pretty cooked civ. You trolling? Have you seen it picked once in a tournament? Like, Delhi has so many bad matchups, it's crazy. It's like China versus Delhi, China favored. Jushi versus Delhi, Jushi favored. French versus Delhi, French favored. JD, JD favored. Ayubid favored. Japanese favored. Byzantine is favored. Abbasid is dog shit, so I'm not even going to compare. Nobody plays that. So all these civs are favored. KT nobody plays on land. Abbasid nobody plays. HRE is favored. I would say even OTD is favored. English, nobody plays English. Lancaster's favored. Malian is favored. Mongol is favored. Ottoman, let's say even, and then Rus, let's say even. Like, what matchup does he have that's good? And what's interesting, I don't even know why that is. Like, I don't know why it has so many bad matchups. Because you get upgrades for free, right? Like, that's pretty good.